This is episode 675, and today we're going to be talking about achieving self-actualization in the modern world. In our quest for personal growth and fulfillment, the concept of self-actualization remains a beacon of insight and inspiration and aspiration. So I know this is a topic that hasn't been discussed much on this podcast, but it does fall into the realm of self-mastery, which falls into the realm of mental strength and a warrior mindset. So let's just take an understanding or a quick review of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So Maslow proposed that the human needs are hierarchical, meaning that they're in a sequential order, with basic physiological and safety needs forming the foundation, which is the bottom of the pyramid, followed by needs for love and belonging, esteem, and ultimately self-actualization. Just a side note, when you look up Maslow's theory, 99% of the time you'll see a pyramid. He did not do it in a pyramid form. Other people did. They changed it around for better teaching, but it's pretty interesting that Maslow actually didn't develop this theory of needs or draw this out in a pyramid. But self-actualization really represents the realization of one's full potential, leading to personal growth, fulfillment, and a deep sense of purpose and meaning in life. And so now you can see how this self-actualization ties into self-mastery, personal development, mental strength, warrior mindset. It all comes together with the culmination of self-actualization, because that defines or helps us understand our full potential. We realize what we're fully capable of. But so there's challenges in today's world that prevent us from really going deep and finding this self-actualization. One of them is digital distractions, right? The digital age brings with it a myriad of distraction that can divert our attention from introspection and self-discovery to outward pleasure, if you will, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Slack, text, messages, whatever it is, there's so much distractions that we are pulled externally, meaning outside of ourselves, for pleasure, dopamine, and we don't carve out enough time for introspection and self-discovery, which is the key to self-actualization. You will not ever become self-actualized by watching YouTube, by watching TikTok, by watching shorts. You will not. The way you develop self-actualization is perhaps get some feedback on your values, your virtues, your Enneagram, then sit and do introspective and self-discovery work. Also, we live in a really fast-paced lifestyle, or we allow ourselves to live in a fast-paced lifestyle, right? Modern life often leaves little time for contemplation and self-exploration, leading to a sense of disconnection from our inner selves. And I will say that the fast pace is up to us. We can get caught up into it like a wake on a boat or going down a river, but ultimately we can step out of the river and go, we're done. We're going to do some introspection and disconnect and go in touch with our inner selves. If we realize that we are making decisions not to explore ourselves by making decisions to get caught up in the modern life, we are doing ourselves a big disservice. So here's some strategies that we can use today in this world. So mindful technology. Yes, we want to leverage that technology. Calm, Insight Timer. There's a lot of great apps out there that can help us with mindfulness. There are some guided meditations, some guided mindfulness practices. So if you love and really like technology, use it. You don't have to go old school and sit in a corner with no music with your eyes closed for self-reflection. You can use mindful technology, and there's some great ones out there. I just named a few. So that is one way, is to leverage it. And what you have to do is, you can't find time, you make time, right? To do the mindfulness, to do the introspection, you don't find it. Time is not hidden somewhere where you're going to go looking for it. Like when you go find your keys, you find your wallet. You don't find time, you make time. So you carve out time, even if it's for 2 minutes in the beginning, to do some introspection. And then you prioritize your self-care. The self-care has to come first. This may sound, it may rub people the wrong way, but you come before your work. You come before your family. You come before your friends. This is all about self-care. When I say, self-care, it doesn't mean watching TV and going to bars. That's not the self-care. The self-care I'm referring to is introspection, being quiet, journaling, taking a walk in the woods, maybe working out, eating healthier. All of those things helps us become more self-actualized in what we like and what we don't like. Want to set meaningful goals. So, when we set SMART goals, SMART, that M can be meaningful and motivational. So we just don't want to set arbitrary goals. We want to set goals that can align with our values, our beliefs, our virtues, our Enneagram perhaps. We just don't want to set arbitrary goals, because we'll start going after them and then we'll stop, and we'll start going after them. But when we can set meaningful goals, we will find what we're truly made of. This is where we set goals just past our complacent zone, that has a stretch to stretch our abilities, our thinking, our skill set. And as we stretch our skill sets, we're going to be able to achieve these goals, but then we're going to find out what we are really made of. Self-awareness, we want to really pay a lot of attention to self-awareness. And there's an interesting exercise where you can be aware of yourself sitting at your desk or sitting or walking. So the awareness, so you can't be what you observe. So as you are being aware of yourself, you're not yourself, because there's something else observing you. But when we can be aware of ourselves, we can see what we're doing, we can know what we're thinking, feel what we're feeling externally, if you will, then that can cultivate this deeper sense of self-actualization. And we also want to embrace learning, all types of learning, but in specific, learnings that help us on the path towards self-actualization. Yes, it's great to have some business books and to have some sales books, but perhaps we want to go deeper into what makes you, you. And there's great books out there. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza is a wonderful book that can help you understand who you are. And then you want to build supportive relationships. That relationship can be with a coach, a therapist, a friend, a family member, but you want to have these supportive relationships, so when you are kind of stuck, not that they're going to tell you the answer, but they will be there as a sounding board. So when you get stuck in a process of self-actualization, you'll then be able to share your thoughts and frustrations or dilemmas. And hopefully the people don't give you answers like a coach wouldn't, but they would help you investigate where that is coming from. Then we want to look at how mental strength plays a role in this. And it builds resilience, right? So we want to build resilience, to cultivate resilience, to navigate the challenges and setbacks along the path to self-actualization, viewing them as opportunities for growth and learning. Like I said, when we are pushing ourselves outside our comfort zone, there's going to be some challenges. There's going to be some setbacks. And when we work through that towards our self-actualization, we will help develop mental strength. We also want to have a positive mindset, right? Foster a positive mindset rooted in self-belief, optimism, and a growth-oriented attitude towards life's opportunities and challenges. Carol Dweck, right? Growth mindset, fixed mindset. We could call this a growth mindset, a positive mindset, but we want to view every circumstance as a way to enhance and improve and get us closer towards self-actualization. We want to keep that positive attitude, that positive mindset. Right, if something goes wrong, we don't have to say, oh, good, nothing went wrong. It's like, okay, something went wrong, and what can I learn from it? That's the important part towards self-actualization. And then we want to work on our emotional intelligence, right? Develop emotional intelligence to understand and manage your emotions effectively, fostering self-awareness, empathy, and healthy relationships. So this is where mental strength comes in, when we can develop our resilience, positive mindset, emotional intelligence. That'll help prop up or develop our mental strength, which we need on this road to self-actualization. So keep in mind, right, self-actualization remains a timeless pursuit, offering a roadmap for individuals to realize their full potential and lead fulfilling lives, even in the midst of complexities of the modern world. People have been doing this for ages. Native Americans may call it a humblatia or a vision quest. Other people have other cultures have it, but it's all about self-actualization. By integrating mindful practices, fostering self-awareness, and cultivating mental strength, we can embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth that transcends the boundaries of time and technology. Doesn't that sound awesome? This is such a great path to be on, and I really hope you embrace this podcast, the teachings of it, and start your journey as well. If you'd like to see the show notes on what we just discussed, please go to warriormindcoach.com. While you're there, you can get some more useful information for some other supportive blog posts and podcasts, as well as reaching out to me for a complimentary breakthrough session. Since you'll be on the internet, please follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest under Warrior Mind Coach.